Today I am here to give a lecture on development of lateral surface of sample of simple and section solids. So, what do you mean by development of lateral surface? Development of surface is nothing but, as you observe in the picture, there is a box, tray type box, which is in square prism, and if you unfold the square prism, it will be look as shown in the figure. It will have four sides and two faces. In similar way, we can construct any lateral surface for the solids like pentagon, prism, pyramid, etc. So, what is the main purpose of development of surface? The main purpose of development of surface is to make a thin shaped sheet metal, as you can see in the automobile industry and anywhere where we can use thin type of sheet metal. Okay, what are the definition? Definition is nothing but the development of any solid shows the true shape of the all surface of the solid. Okay, as I already explained you about the square prism, it is here. And next, methods of development. There will be parallel line method and radial line method, and another one is approx method. So here we are discussing parallel line method. Parallel line method means if you consider any square prism, we have to extend it, we have to project the solid, or we have to unwrap the solid in parallel method. Whereas if you consider radial line method, in radial line method the objects are like pyramid and cone. As it is having arc means radius, it is called as radial line method. So first we have to discuss parallel line method, which include prisms and cylinders. Okay. Now, development of a prism. As I already discussed in the starting, if you unwrap the square prism, it will be shown as in the figure. So, this is called as lateral surface. And let us look at the problem 1. Draw the development of lateral surface of right square prism of edge base 30 mm and axis 50 mm long. So, type of solid given as square prism, please note it down, and the side is given as 30 mm and the axis is 50 mm long. So here he did not mention that prism is resting on HP, means horizontal plane or vertical plane, like that. So he did not mention anything. We have to consider that the square prism is resting on HP, such that the square prism we have to draw in horizontal plane, like as shown in the figure. This is square prism of side 30 mm. Now, as it is having both the sides, first front side it is mentioned as A, B, C, D, and the back side even it is having four sides at the back. So it is represented as A1 in the brackets and B1 in the brackets and C1 in the brackets and D1 in the brackets. Now project it towards upwards. As the axis is given as 50 mm, so we have to extend the square prism at 50 mm. Now project that towards right side. So how much we have to project? As the square prism is 30 mm and the side we are having four sides. 4 into 30, it is 120 mm. So 120, we have to take the line 120 mm and divide it into 4 equal parts, because square prism has 4 sides and we have to make 4 equal halves, and we have to project the axis 50 mm towards it, and we have to make the 4 equal parts, and the unfold square prism is obtained as shown in the figure. So it is called as lateral surface of the square prism. Now let us look at the second problem, development of cylinder. So if you unwrap the cylinder, it will be shown as shown in the figure. So let us look at the problem 2. Draw the development of complete surface of a cylinder drum. Diameter is 40 mm and height 60 mm. Here the given solid is cylindrical drum and the diameter is 40 mm and height is 60 mm. In this problem also he did not mention the cylinder is in HP or VP, resting in HP with its axis or perpendicular to HP. He did not mention anything. So we have to consider that cylinder is resting in HP. Now let us look at the solution. See, as we consider cylinder is resting in HP, so we have to make it with diameter 40 mm in HP. Now as the cylinder is having both the sides, upside and downside, upside are represented in P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, and the back side also we are making the cylinder into 8 equal halves as shown in the figure. Now back sides are represented as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H within the brackets. Now project this cylinder upwards with the axis height as 60 mm. And front views are, we have to, as we mentioned PQRS in the front side, we have to keep the denotations upside because it is in the front side, and the back side, as we denoted A, B, C, D, we have to denote in the downside, and which are invisible we have to make it in brackets. Now project this cylinder towards right side, and we have to take the length to how much? As the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, we have to calculate 2 into pi into r, as the radius is 20 because diameter is given as 40. Now by calculating we get 125.6 mm 2 pi r value. Now we have to project the 125.6 as the circumference of the circle. Now as we have divided the circle into 8 equal halves, we have to divide circumference of the circle into 8 equal halves with the straight line method, dividing a line into 8 equal parts, and we have to make the denotation. And as you observe, this is the development of a cylinder. And let us look at the problem number 3. In the problem number 3, it is given as a hexagonal prism, edge of base 20 mm and axis 50 mm long, rest with its base on HP. In this problem we observe that its base is on HP. He mentioned hexagonal prism is resting on HP such that one of its rectangular faces is parallel to VP. As he given rectangular face is parallel to VP such that we have to draw a base side, it is parallel to VP. It is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP. So as we are discussing normal problems, here it is come with a sectional view, means we have to cut the cylinder at 45 degrees inclined to HP and passing through the right corner of the top face of the prism. So first one, draw the sectional top view, development lateral surface of the truncated prism. So in this problem we have to get the sectional top view. After that only we can get the development of lateral surface. Okay, let us look at the solution. As it is resting in HP, we have to draw the hexagonal prism with side 20 mm. See, this is the hexagonal base. As it is a prism, first we have to mention A, B, C, D in front side and A1, B1, C1, D1 in back side. And if you project upwards with the axis 50 mm, it's shown as like this. And as in the problem, it is passing through the right corner and making an 45 degrees. A section plane is cutting at the right top corner. So as you observe here, 45 degrees, it is making, the section plane is cutting right corner. At the right corner we have to make a 45 degrees with protractor or with the mini drafter, and the section plane is passing through the prism. Once the prism section plane is passed, we have to make it dark, and we have to make the lettering 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and which are invisible 5 dash and 6 dash we have to keep in the brackets. Now project towards right side. As it is a hexagonal prism and it is used as parallel line method, we have to take the hexagon. The side of the hexagon is 20 and the sides are 6. 6 into 120, 6 into 20, 120. So we have to take the length as 120 mm and make it into 6 equal halves, because hexagon has 6 equal halves. Now projecting the 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and with respect to A1 we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points as shown in the figure. So by joining all these points we can get development of hexagonal prism as shown in the figure. Okay, thank you.